What's up, everyone? What was I talking about? Pokimane. Cookies. Let's watch.
Pokimane made a big mistake. She tried to sell a cookie. I know it sounds ridiculous, and trust me, it is, but for whatever reason,
What happened to your arm?
losing their goddamn minds about this. And every time you think it's over,
I just realized this. Huh. Interesting.
someone else opens their mouth. So, allow me to simplify everything and explain why it's all...
What do you mean the old JJ? What do you mean? You know, just for that sub up, direct sub up. That's the old JJ. You know what? Direct sub up, chat. Direct sub up. You know what? Matter of fact, your boy Wiggles direct sub up and then gift like 100 subs. Like, what do you mean? Direct sub up, Bingus. What do you mean? I missed the old JJ. I missed the old JJ. The young JJ. Something song. So now it's the new JJ. Oh, what's that second Kanye song? What is this? The Yay Way? Like, what we on? What you want? I missed the old JJ. Yeah, okay. Me. That's all I hear. Cause what do you mean the old JJ? Front page? Am I on front page, chat? Chat, am I actually on front page? Ain't no way. Anywho.
blown out of control.
No.
3 weeks ago, Pokimane teased on Twitter that she would be launching a new product, 2 years in the making. The following week, she announced Mina Snacks. Basically, these little cookies that are supposedly a healthier alternative to other...
So, Mana, how about Mana? Just kidding, no. Anywho. 4 bags. Okay, so it's 4 bags. Wait, yeah, it'd be a club? Wait. If it's a oh, okay. I was like, wait, it's a club. Does that mean you have to pay automatically even if it's not there? So. Me.
snacking options. Now, a normal response to seeing this would be just to say, okay. But for whatever reason, people lost their goddamn mind. Sure, there were some people that seemed excited about this new delectable treat, but of course, since this is Pokimane, there were a bunch of naysayers. It started with people investigating the actual product.
Ooh, Skinny Pop.
There were claims that nearly
has anyone actually had Skinny Pop? I haven't had Skinny Pop. Burnt peanut. I'm next to the burnt peanut. What the turd is that title? Bingus. What the Bingus? Anywho, what? And $9.99. That's so expensive. Still expensive.
Pinnacle cookies were being sold at Costco for a fraction of the price. Which, if true, dropshipping cookies would sort of poke holes in her inspiring mission statement to create the elevated snack. But later, Pokimane responded to these accusations with some much-needed context. Pokimane clarified that the Costco dupes were in fact made by the same manufacturer, Creator Foods. But those were already discontinued, and Pokimane worked with the manufacturer to improve the cookies, make them more healthy, but keep the flavor profile. She goes on to say that white labeling like this is extremely common in this industry. And when it comes to the price, Pokimane says it's part and parcel when making something healthy. And if she wanted a cash grab, she would have just done something else. Now, of course, this was not good enough for basically anyone. And although she once again saw some defenders, the shitstorm was getting worse. Even if some people took her explanation at face value, many were still upset at the $7 price tag for a single bag of these cookies, claiming it was out of touch, especially in this economy.
Hey, Sangoni, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated.
To a perturbed
Hope you're good.
Like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know.
Okay, so is that technically a good deal or nah? Because you gotta consider it. Is there gonna be processing, shipping, and all that stinking stuff? You gotta think about that. It's like, oh, it's $7 a bag. How much is shipping? Let's be so for real. What? $10.99? Yeah, that's what I thought. Expense.
Oh, math is hard when you're an idiot, but
why is this so blurry?
I'll admit, probably not the best response
W
she could have had, but those 2 simple words, broke boy, absolutely exploded. The vast majority of responses heavily criticized
chat. Yeah, Bingus, if you made it this far into the video, make sure you say W broke boy in chat. Yeehaw.
And help solidify their opinions that this entire venture was out of touch. But things got so out of hand that other creators started weighing in on the situation.
I don't know what would possess her to say something so rude and nasty to the audience she is trying to sell this product to directly shame the consumer that you want to buy into your product is a galaxy brain tactic.
I'll get
A
bleep you
strategy
upstairs.
that I'm not sure the success rate of.
Critical went on to say that when you boil it down, the product is just flat out too expensive, and that people are allowed to make these criticisms if they want to, and Pokimane should respect them because they are the ones that are likely going to buy the product in the first place.
And the really foul part about all of this that my little noodle will never be able to wrap itself around is a streamer calling their audience broke or poor. Bub, your wealth was built on their backs. Them watching you supplied you with money through the ads that get played to them. Them
Facts. Facts. But also, you don't even need to call them broke because they call themselves broke. But if you do call them broke, they're gonna call you broke too. So, yeah. GG's. First thing I did today. Yeah, of course, obviously, because I'm the best. I'm the best. You're, yeah. Guess she's behaving then. What do you mean? I'm always behaving. I'm on my best behavior.
directly donating to you took their money and gave it to you. If they weren't watching you, you would be getting no sponsors, which make up a lot of streamers' income. You need them, and you are dropping trouser and shitting in their mouth right now by just insulting them.
Pokimane continued to face backlash from other content creators, and even some defense, but one camp greatly outnumbered the other. This resulted in Pokimane walking back what she said as a simple joke, but agreeing that it came off as insensitive, and that she would be working on the pricing in the future. Now, I bet that most people thought that this would be over and done with right here, but of course, we would be greatly mistaken. Pokimane sent XQC some of her cookies to try for free. Also probably not a good idea on her part, but of course, XQC tried them on stream and said that they were, quote, not terrible, but not great.
Sending it to XQC is a crazy move. Knowing how XQC is. Protest Pokimane saying you're booked by direct subbing to JJ. Yo, legit. Yep, 100%, 100%. Yep. I agree with that statement. Let's go.
Either. In a later stream, Kaisanon
What? Did I? What?
asked Pokimane what her thoughts on XQC's comments were, to which she said that X, quote, had a bone to pick with her.
I think X might have a bone to pick, so he can say and do whatever he wants, you know? It's all good.
What the? Yo, I seen a clip of X, bro.
What did I do, man?
You see that about your cookies?
For me, it was like a almost relatable one. Like, oh, I'm making a joke. People are calling me out way too hard for this, right? I was like, oh, it's kind of cool to see somebody who's like normally more respected do the same behavior, right? I can kind of make fun of them the same way they make fun of me, and it's almost relatable, you know? I'm just a voice out of all the voices. I get the cookies ahead of time, like she gave them to me, and I'm thankful.
You know what's funny? I could move out the way. I could move out the way so you guys could see XQC, right? I could like go to the side. I was gonna make a point. I could go over here. I'm gonna stay right here. And then you guys could pretend that I'm talking like that.
I give an honest review about the product. I give a honest review. I tried my best, chat, to objectively say what I felt about testing the cookie with no bias. And I'm a massive cookie snack fan.
Now, that seems to be the end of this current debacle, but given that XQC and his audience are now involved, I highly doubt it is. Which leads me to the ultimate question: why do people care about this f***ing cookie? Yes, people are entitled to their own opinion on things like this, and I don't really feel bad when someone's product gets criticized. It happens all the time, but
You know what, chat? I just realized I got a front page for reacting to a stinking cookie. Not even, it wasn't even my cookies. Like, bruh, if it was me making cookies, I could get it. But I'm reacting to someone else's cookie. What the turd? That's some bingus and bruh. Okay, never mind.
come on, this just seems all a bit ridiculous. over a cookie. In fact, this is all very reminiscent
Okay,
of the time that
that
Valkyrie
is.
tried to release that gamer skincare line and got absolutely blasted online for it. Now, the obvious common through line with these stories is that they are both prominent female creators. Nadia, a woman who has also dealt with her fair share of hate, came out and claimed that there was a double standard for women in comparison to men, people like Sneeko, who spread vitriol online all day. Plenty of people disagreed with Nadia, and at one point there was even a community note suggesting the male creator she named also faced equal backlash, to which I respond, come on, let's be real here. There is a major difference between the content that Pokimane makes versus what Sneeko puts out. Now, my opinion on the actual product itself, these cookies that Pokimane released, is the same that I feel about every other product that these creators release. It's just more junk we probably don't need. But it's not crazy to think that this entire situation is just steeped in a massive double standard. Listen, I'm open to the discussion, but I just don't see a male creator getting a tenth of the hate. What I do know is that this was all over a cookie. And although Pokimane's response wasn't great, I just hope to God we can move on. But I want to know what you all think. Is it absolutely necessary to respond whenever a creator we don't like releases something? Is there a clear double standard going on? And most importantly, would you eat the cookie? Favorite cookies? You haven't talked about them. The reverse.
I mean, they're not even available no more. They ain't even available no more, so I can't eat no cookies. So, yeah. What do you guys think about them cookies? Did you want a piece of them cookies? If so, write W cookies in the chat. And if you didn't, write L cookies in the chat. That being said, y'all have a good one. Take care, you binguses. Bye-bye.